But if you think of it, you know, we're gonna pack up our whole house and all we need
That's a
to live,
good way
so,
of looking at it.
Yeah. So we are now out in the Stockholm archipelago and we just arrived by boat here.
Nice setting, nice place.
It is.
Yeah, beautiful day. Not too warm, not too cold.
So the last time we were out for a weekend trek, you prepared the meals. This time I've done it. I've prepared some good surprises for this evening. But for this time you prepared the route. So tell us about it.
Yeah, we're out on Bogesundslandet. It's like a nature preserve right between Vaxholm and Stockholm. Right in that direction, maybe 6-7 k, not more, definitely not more. We're downtown Stockholm, so it's super close, yet in the middle of the archipelago, and a nice route. So we're gonna trek about 10 k, a loop route, coming back to the same location where we started. In terms of preparations, what did you prepare? How did you think?
I'm thinking it's a 2-day trek. We're going to spend one night out. I have been checking the weather reports and the weather forecasts for these 2 days. So we know the weather's going to be more or less like this. But even so, I have, of course, packed some rain gear. You never know. And especially out in the archipelago, the weather can change quite quick here. And also the nights can get quite chilly. So I have some warmer clothes with as well. And what else? I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be a little bit along the shore until we turn left and climb up into the forest.
So I actually don't mind walking the same trek several times because I think that the seasons, they make the treks different each time.
Yeah, really.
And also I think the treks will be very different depending on who you bring. Like
Yeah, totally. And also to bring somebody to a trail that you like, and that person haven't experienced that before,
Exactly.
is something beautiful to it, I think. But then I think, you know, time is always limited, and there are so many beautiful trails that you want to experience. So I always lean at, you know, finding new routes and new trails to trek to experience new stuff. But every time I repeat the route that I've done, I enjoy it because, you know, you find other spots, you have time to see different angles and new stuff that you didn't see the first time, etc.
And you can also try some new things, new gear.
Yeah, new gear, and I mean, and also you make camp at one spot, and then you walk for 2 hours, and then you see, we should have camped out here. And then you can come next time and do that spot, and you know the route a little bit better. And I mean, the local knowledge and the route finding these very specific and the guldkorn.
Yeah,
That's
so true.
then you know you got to have been there before. So yeah, both has its charm, I think. So now I'm going to take left soon here. It's a nice area.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And you can smell the sea, and also now in the spring, you know, with all the colors coming out. It's really amazing.
This is a pretty cool landmark here on this trail. What actually named the trail? The big pine, eller Stortallen.
Ah, I see why.
Short rest?
Yeah, I think that's good. Some
Yeah.
water and maybe take the boots off.
Yeah. You want to sit?
Ah, please. Thanks. So Kalle, do you normally take your boots off?
Yeah, I prefer to do that just to get some, air into the boots maybe, and to dry the socks a little bit. And what happens when you hike is like you get your circulation going, and then you get a little bit warm and sweaty, of course. And then when you sit down now, all the blood goes down in your feet. That's the lowest point.
Yeah.
And that will make your feet swollen up a little bit. And if you don't take off your boots and your feet are swollen,
Yeah.
then and wet, that's when you start to get blisters and problems with your feet. So it's like a good practice to.
And I always take out
Yeah.
the insoles as well. I think many people forget it.
Yeah.
They also get a little bit wet, so I think it's perfect to take them out to get them a little bit dry.
Maybe the mosquitoes are attracted to that smell rather than to. Let's
Maybe.
hope for that. Ja, myggor bekymrar mig inte riktigt lika mycket som knott.
Du är liksom attackerad där.
Mm.
Ja.
Gärna liksom på vaderna
Ah.
och här nere. Liksom, det kan bli ganska brutalt.
Intensivt.
Ja, men, så här, men det brukar inte klia så mycket. Det ser oftast där ut än vad det är.
Ja.
You feel energized.
Oh yes,
Strong.
I do. I do.
And this is my lucky day.
A golden
A
coin!
golden coin! 10
We'll see.
kronor. It's pretty cool when you think of it. It's like 350 years back.
Yeah, I know, and especially when you think what kind of people that lived 350 years ago.
It's quite the history it has been around during. If trees could talk, they would have a lot of stories to tell, I guess.
For sure.
Which is your favorite tree, Sofia?
It would be the oak.
The oak.
Yeah. The place where I grew up, we had a lot of oaks in the garden around the house. It feels a little bit like home. And you?
Yeah, I like oaks as well.
Yeah.
I like the pine too, but I think oaks are very highly regarded in Sweden on a general note, since they have been protected by the king for shipbuilding and for the navy and everything. So I mean, if you had a lot of oaks on your premises, you were not allowed to take them down. So I think that is something that is kind of rooted.
If you travel north, of course the birch.
Yeah, super beautiful.
Yes, very beautiful and also very important.
Yeah.
What a view!
Nice place, huh?
Yeah.
This is where I thought we could have lunch break.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, you got the whole Stockholm in front of you pretty much from north to south.
So let's have some lunch.
Yeah. So what's for lunch?
Oh, you can have a choice of pasta bolognese or vegetarian pasta with tomato sauce.
Ah, but I'd like the bolognese, I think.
Sure thing.
Thanks
There you
a
go.
lot. Cool.
So let's set up the stove. When you choose clothing for a trek, like the one here this weekend, how do you choose?
I picked a very lightweight t-shirt. This one is with a extra lightweight back panel, so that I mean, as you carry your backpack on the back, you have a lot of heat in that area regardless. And then I've chosen a pair of cab trousers because I really like the ventilation options and possibilities on those.
Do you like walking a little bit faster so you get the heat, or?
I don't need to walk that fast to get warm.
No, okay.
There is nothing wrong with my metabolism.
So it's important for you to choose something that you can ventilate. And
Yeah, ventilation is important, and also to have something fresh to put on when I'm done trekking. So, what about you? What considerations do you take into when deciding what to wear?
Well, I also tend to get quite warm
Yeah.
when I'm walking, trekking. So I've chosen basically a summer setup, I would say, with the new Albisco Midsummer trousers. They're really lightweight, really comfortable. In the past, I've also used the Keb trousers, an all-time favorite, I would say.
Yeah.
But for this, when the temperature is getting up, it's really perfect.
Yeah. Now those trousers are really nice, I think too. They
Yeah.
have a little bit the same configuration as the cab trousers,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah, I can
material
recognize some of the
is
features.
so much lighter.
Yes. Yeah.
You have the ventilation, you have the different materials.
And also the front pockets,
Yeah.
I like a lot. I tend to use the front pockets for the maps and the things I want easy access to, and these ones have, so I'm really happy with it.
Thank you. Do you want to spice your
I think I'm good.
spice it up a little bit?
I love the view from here.
Yeah.
So lunch break is over. Let's go.
It's kind of a changed environment here, eh?
Yeah, a lot. I'm quite amazed actually how the nature are changing all the time through
Yeah.
this trek.
It's almost like a tropical forest, although we don't have any of those in Sweden.
But it feels like it.
Yeah, exactly. So you up for a swim yet?
Silence.
Silence.
No, but I actually did bring my swimming costume.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might go for a swim. And you?
Yeah, well, maybe not yet.
Not yet.
But give me another hour or two,
yeah.
I'll go for it. Do you know a lot about birds?
Not that much.
Not that much?
No, unfortunately. And you?
I normally refer to three kind of birds.
Okay.
Sporves, the sporves that eat other sporves, and onks. And onks are easy to detect because they swim in the water.
Oh yeah.
And that's really all you need to know about birds.
So the loop is now completed.
Yeah, this is Västerhaga Fyr, and the campsite we spotted for the night.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, and some sun on that. So
what do you think?
I
Some
think,
energy, maybe?
yeah, sit down, maybe something to eat, something to drink, and a snack before we attend to the tent and getting ready for cooking food and everything. Yeah,
Sounds like a good plan.
I'm a bit, I'm not that tired, but it's always, you know, it takes time before everything is settled. So it's nice to get re-energized before you get into some kind of grumpiness.
It's quite obvious that you make bad decisions if you're hungry and tired. So
No, you don't do them yourself, but
No.
the other one does.
Always
Always.
the other one. Yeah, so you better have some chocolate, Kalle, before we continue.
Yeah, if I have some chocolate, then I don't do any bad decisions.
Exactly.
And the same way around.
Coffee.
Banana chips and chocolate, maybe.
Oh, that could be a,
Could be a hit.
yeah, a winning combo. Whenever I'm out trekking, all the food tend to be very soft.
Yeah.
So I think it's nice to bring something that is crispy.
Really crispy,
like
yeah.
nuts or like these banana chips or anything crispy.
I guess it's just as good to get out of the trekking shoes. Hi, 18, 16,
Swimmable.
definitely.
What do you think is important when you choose a campsite or the place to pitch the tent?
I mean, decently even, and you don't want to leave a trace for the day after, so you don't want to find too much vegetation and fresh growing stuff. What do you think is important then?
Yeah, I mean, it's always tempting to pitch the tent right by the water because
Yeah,
often when you arrive in the afternoon, the sun is shining, but as soon as the sun sets, it tends to get very moist. So like
Yeah.
here, just a little bit.
yeah. Here we
off
have a little
from the
protection.
water, I think it's a much better idea.
I agree. So I choose to bring a cab dome tent
Nice.
for this trip.
I tend to use the dome tents whenever I go camping or trekking in summer, if it's in lowland like this.
Yeah.
It's also good to have an entrance each.
Yes, that's
On
so
each
nice
side.
with the dome
Yeah, it's
tents
very
that
nice.
there are two entrances.
Yeah. Do you have any like luxury items that are not really necessary but you bring just for the joy or for?
I have my bad conscience, or no, it's not really, but
Ah,
the bottle for temporary pain
that's good.
or to prevent it,
Yeah.
and something to drink out of.
Ah, good.
Yeah,
So that's your luxury item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Bring it down to the basics.
Yeah.
What luxury items do you have?
I have. So my luxury item
Yeah.
is actually this one. That goes for the
Ah,
mattress.
for the sleeping mat.
A tiny air pump.
Ah,
It's 95 well spent grams.
I am a little bit jealous of that one. So, Sofia, what's cooking?
Well, tonight we're gonna make some basically a stew, a
Yeah.
vegetarian stew with some couscous. And the stew is made out of, and we're gonna make it with lentils, some onions, garlic, and also some traditional Indian spices.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I think it was good that we had that piece of chocolate before
Yeah.
we pitched the tent. But now I'm feeling quite hungry, so
Let's get it going.
yes.
It's beautiful. It has both green and a little bit of red, and it smells wonderful.
Perfect.
Perfect. Well, on this stew, I think I'm gonna sleep without any medicine.
No, that's good. It's gonna be nice to get into the sleeping bag and have a night's sleep, and then.
It's always a lot of preparations before you actually can go to rest. So
It is.
thanks a lot.
Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning.
Morning. Did you have a good sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was such a beautiful morning to wake up. I'm actually quite hungry.
What did you bring for breakfast?
For me it's some porridge with apple and cinnamon.
Yeah.
And you?
I have sports muesli with
sports.
dates and apples.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, so what do you say? Shall we pack up
Get
the camp?
going. Yeah.
Yeah. Så det är så mycket myror.
Det är jättemånga.
Det är helt
So
bizarre.
many ants.
I think we're gonna
I think I'm gonna end up bringing some of them home.
for sure.
It's not intentionally, but
They are actually all
they
over
are a
the
little
place.
bit invasive.
Yeah. It's not only us liking the sun in the morning.
No, exactly.
So I have just, well, as soon as I wake up, I hang my sleeping bag up in a tree just to make sure to dry it out. And I saw Carl is doing exactly the same. And it's, I think it's a good habit to pick up, to always make sure that you take care of the gear, not only when you get back home, but also every night you spend outdoors. You do what you can to keep the gear in good condition.
Not every day that maybe the conditions allow you to dry the stuff outside, but when it's like this, it's just to take the opportunity to air it out and to get it in as fresh condition as possible when you pack it down.
Exactly.
It's like yesterday in the afternoon, evening when we arrived here, the first thing we did was to put out the sleeping bags so that they get air into the system before, and then they can just rest there until we go to bed, and then everything is up and ready. I have ordinary dishcloth and to dry out the tent on the inside, because that's where the moisture from our body heat will end up. But it's not even close to moisture right now. It's been a really dry morning and it's been standing a little while, so it's super dry now. Do you have any special way of folding the tent, or how do you do it?
Oh, I'm not a tent folding kind of girl. No, I think whenever I'm packing up a tent, I like to really make sure I have all the pegs and the poles and keep that organized. And then just exactly as you do, just push the tent in.
Yeah. Pegs in.
Pegs in, definitely. There we go. So if you take the
Yeah, you can take the
house,
poles.
I'll take the the poles. Good.
Not too much left now when all the good food is...
Yeah, it actually feels like half the bag is empty.
Yeah, after that meal.
Did we really eat that much last night? For sure it looks like it.
It always takes some time to get organized and ready.
It does. But if you think of it, you know, we're gonna pack up our whole house and all we need.
That's a good
to live,
good way
so,
of looking at it.
Yeah, and I think also it's good to make sure that you have everything in order and do it well, because then it's going to be so much easier tonight.
Right, ready?
Yeah, I think so. Nothing left behind.
Nothing left behind. It looks like we found it.
Perfect.
I picked up some shit that was already here, but
So it's actually in better condition now than when we came.
it should be.
Perfect. So towards the boat.
Yeah, we'll see. There are some nice spots along the way here. So could be, I guess, both a swim and a coffee.
Haha, that sounds good. Yeah, this the morning swim.
Yeah,
That was nice.
super nice.
Yeah. So this trek is coming to an end and we're going to catch the boat back to the city. Thank you so much for choosing this perfect trail.
Yeah, just in time for the boat, I think, and I'd say the trail would not have been the same without the fantastic food, so thank you.
Thanks.
It's great.
And we hope to see you out on the trails soon.
Yeah, you're welcome to follow us on YouTube and the other social media platforms, of course. Subscribe and follow, and write in the comment field if you want to see anything else or any questions. We'll attend to that, and see you out on the trail.